Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the production and design consideration in wearable devices. Myself, Mugilan from K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. So here we are discussing about the engineering of designing uh, a wearable device and the manufacturing perspective and the user-centric aspects of wearable devices. So the wearable devices, as all of us know, the smartwatches and the fitness trackers, medical wearable devices are some of the examples of wearable devices. So designing a wearable devices must balance the technology, comfort, cost, and the usability, and particularly the production of wearable devices focuses on scalability, reliability, and quality. So the key design objectives of designing a device are particularly wearable device, which will focus on the size. Size must be smaller, that compact size, and the lightweight, and the user comfort and ergonomics must be considered, and it will consume very less power, and it will be reliability and durability. These are some of the key design objectives when designing a wearable device. The form factor and ergonomics perspective, the shape and size must be suitable for the long-term wear. If a user wore the watch or any wearable devices, it will not hurt and it will not make any discomfort on them. And the skin friendly and breathable materials must be used for designing such kind of wearable devices, and the straps are not hurting the hands of users, and the aesthetical appeal, it will appeals looks very good when seeing others for the users. So next, the consideration for hardware and designing a wearable device, that you have to select the low power microcontrollers and system on chips when designing a wearable device, and using the very accurate sensors and placing the sensors in the proper manner, and the memory, the what kind of RAM or ROM we are using, and what kind of internal or external memories we are using, and the processing capacity of memory, and it supports the microcontroller for processing it, and the integration of communication modules, whether it is supported Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or any other communication models with it will be used, must be considered in designing hardware for a wearable device. And next is the sensor selection and integration. So when selecting a sensor, before you have to consider the some of the properties of sensors, that is how much resolution it will provide, how much accuracy it will give, and how much sampling rate when it converts from ADC to DAC. That kind of conversion ratio, it must support the sampling rate. And next, the individual sensors power consumption to be considered. Next, how these wearable device with permittable noise or noise reduction and the calibration towards the noise, and some of the thermal considerations and mechanical considerations. So thermal considerations includes heat sink, or how temperature it will withstand, like that. And the mechanical means how would the size, or how going to handle it, like that. These are some of the sensor selection categories. And next, coming into the thing, when designing is the power management and battery design. Mostly the wearable devices are battery operated. So how much battery it will support, whether we are using lithium ion or lithium PO batteries we are using, and the battery capacity and the size of the device to be considered, and the power optimization techniques, how it will optimize the power, and such kind of techniques to be incorporated in the device, and any energy harvesting possibilities are available that must be included in the designing of architecture. And next, coming into uh, the important point is the operating system. What kind of real-time operating system are using, and how much efficient sensors for handling the datas acquire from the users, and the power hour scheduling. Sometimes it will um, compact with the users, and accordingly it will work. And how periodically you will update the firmware to the user devices. So the connectivity and communication, uh, so most commonly they are using Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Sometimes near field communication is used. So data synchronization with the mobile or cloud, how it will be connected with the um, application through mobile devices or cloud-based applications through the service providers, and the interoperability with the other devices, how it will communicate with the other devices. These are some of the connectivity and communication parameters to be considered when designing a wearable device. So the mechanical and enclosure design, here I will design our casing and the sealing, um, the hardware, and consider the uh, water resistance and the dust resistance. Nowadays they are using IP68 and sometimes IP69 ratings they are used. So how long it will withstand in the deep water, and a 2 meter or 3 meter, and how much time it uh, will be in the water, and shock and vibration tolerance. So how much shock and vibration it will tolerated, and how much heat it dissipated. These considerations when designing wearable. So the manufacturing considerations, that is DFM, that is design of manufacturing, and the design of assembly, component sourcing and cost control, production yield and scalability to be considered on the manufacturing and production side considerations for designing wearable devices. So the another important one is the quality and testing. So once designed architecture and manufactured the device, the testing and quality is very important for the verification and performance of the device, and the stress and the environmental factors, it will deals with the outer environment, and safety and compliance testing is also considered. Next, the reliability and the life cycle testing also for the testing and quality assurance. And the regulatories to monitor these kind of standards are the medical standards, wireless certifications like the FDA, FCC, and the electromagnetic compatibility of the device to be considered. The data privacy and security regulations are to be considered for designing, and the user experience considerations also considered for user interface, minimal user interactions, and the clear feedback and the mobile applications. So the cost of manufacturing is also important. Here the material usage, target customer segment, the competitive pricing, and the product life cycle to be considered for designing. So the challenges in wearable device productions are miniaturization, battery life, data accuracy, and balancing cost and performance. So we are concluding the successful wearable design needs multidisciplinary approach, and we have to consider the power, efficiency, manufacturability, comfort, and the quality to be very good in market. So that's all about the design considerations designing wearable devices. Thank you everyone.